Okay, the crane has arrived and they're about ready to start staging the crane with the intent to take it over the top of the building into the patio cover, pick up 2 units of the old units, bring them back down to the ground, and then take new units up into that same patio area. It'll take about 20 minutes to get the crane set up, and I'll be taping on and off during that time. They are now loading the last weight onto the crane to hold it down in place with the intent of taking the crane all the way up across the roof line, bringing the old units, old air handler units down, and then putting the new air handler units up there. And I'll record that as we go through. We've had to move all the children out of the far east side of the building, and they're up in the fellowship hall watching a movie while this is going on. Hopefully we'll get a chance to get them out on Tulsa Way to watch the crane operation. But there's a lot of safety concerns, and that's why we've had to move the children. The crane is now extending its boom to its highest point, and then they'll start leaning over the building and swinging around from the east to the west to collect the old air handler units and bring them down. The air handlers are broken down into smaller units, and those smaller units that are on the roof right now will be loaded into that pan that's being lifted by the crane and then lowered down onto the parking lot to be loaded onto our air conditioner contractor's truck for disposition. Okay, now we are ready to start loading into, try and clear the wires right here with the pan, stretch it out over the south end of the building and onto the roof. Obviously we don't want him to hit the wires or our crosses. It's amazing how precise this driver can be. I'll record from this side until we get the first set of air handler units down on this side, and then I'll go on the sanctuary side of the courtyard to film the evacuation and placement of the new units on the roof. Looks like he's missed the crosses so far. And he's down to the roof. Now we'll watch for them to bring the units back out. And here comes the first set of the old units in the pan. They're going to bring it down here and put it on the parking lot to be loaded onto the trucks going back for disposition. Okay, we are now above the sanctuary, looking over the courtyard from the north, looking east, or looking south, excuse me. And there's the units have been torn down from Lawrence's office and above the stairs. And here comes the pan to pick them up. Luckily, they're going to miss our crosses. But you can see how much clearance there has been. over the power lines, the building. This guy is good. I don't know how he's missing that cross, but he's not coming within 5 feet of it, so we're in good shape. Each of the 2 air handler units weigh about 800 pounds, but they've been torn down into smaller pieces, and there's no pieces more than 200 pounds on our roof here, so we think we're okay with not cracking the surface of the patio cover. It looks like it'll take probably 2 to 3 or 3 to 4 trips filling that pan up with the units before we get it all off the roof. It looks like we're ready to lift off the second pan of the old units. And there goes the second pan down to the parking lot to be loaded on a truck for demolition, for disposition. Okay, loading up the third pan of all the old units that are torn down. I'm not sure they're going to get it all in the third pan, but they're going to try. There's a lot left. Yep, those are the heavy parts of the units there. The coils and the motors are pretty hefty. They'll probably have to go in a 4th pan. That's what. All right, we're downstairs in the parking lot, getting the pan going for the 4th unit, the 4th lift, trying to get that down. One good thing about doing this today, the weather's beautiful, and we get to have a class on crane operation today. All the kids got to come out and watch all the cranes operate today. Even Miss Diana got a chance to look at the crane operation. This is what she's waited for all week. Hi guys! Okay, here comes the last pan of the old air handlers coming out of Lawrence's office and above the stairs on the 3rd floor. And we're going to drop it down over here where this other pile of old trash has been demolished. They're going to load it up. And then we're going to get to load the new equipment and put it up on the roof. Obviously the kids are excited. They love watching this stuff. They don't get to play on the playground today because the crane operation is too dangerous. But at least they get out here and get to watch it. And it looks like they're getting some exercise. This is Chalo. He's the project manager for ACIS for our operation here at Trinity. There's the boss talking to the boss. I wonder who's telling who to do what. And the kids are off. Going back up to the fellowship hall where they can spend the next hour or so watching a movie while we finish this crane operation. Okay, here's our first new unit coming in right now. Please go above the cross. Alright, looks like he's going to miss the cross again.
Well, we gotta figure out what number it is. Fine, figure out that and we'll that's 4. You said 4, is that correct?
Lawrence, that's your air conditioner unit right there.
Right there. Go down. That's right. It's right left. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
And it's safely down. Okay, we're about ready to load up the second new unit. Not sure which one this is, but it's going to be up on the roof, probably number 5, which is above the 3rd story stairs up at the north end of the, or south end of the sanctuary, I should say. Okay, they got it hooked up and lifting up off the truck. And away we go. You guys got great depth perception to be able to, from here, make sure he's a pastor crosses.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I want to read the guy down below that said a little more this way.
Yeah.
You know, I left the house. When Squeeze I down blue, I could see it.
You can see it right.
From the house,
It's
yeah.
that high.
Yeah.
Yep. That's quite a distance, isn't it?
It is.
That's a
Well,
long boom.
I've got 3 miles, I guess. I don't know. good move. You can see it.
Well, he's missed the crosses again.
There you go.
Okay, the last unit has been delivered over the kitchen, and now we're going to try and disassemble the crane and get it out of here. Diana and her staff have done a wonderful job keeping the kids occupied after they had to move out of their classrooms. She got them all organized into the fellowship hall. They had lunch there and a wonderful movie for them. Pastor Will got a movie set up for them. The kids are having fun between watching the crane operation out here and their lunchtime at the movies. Been great for them. But looks like we got through without doing any damage to the building or the crosses. And the air handlers are delivered and ready to be installed a little bit this afternoon, and again finish up by next week.